Following the attacks, the U.S. said there is no specific credible intelligence of any plots against the U.S. But Jeff Pegues reports law enforcement is very concerned about what it does not know.
Within hours of the attacks in Brussels, the FBI stepped up surveillance of potential terrorism suspects in the United States. Diego Rodriguez is an assistant director of the FBI.
We're going to ramp up on all of our subjects here, 24/7 surveillance and cover them just in the event that there is some type of connection.
Officials are concerned about the potential for ISIS sympathizers to plot attacks in the U.S. There was a similar fear after the Paris attacks in November. Frank Salufo is a former White House counterterrorism official. The concern is, could there be copycats in the U.S.?
You always need to be worried about copycats because there's an old saying, terrorists are not innovators, they're imitators.
According to this report by the House Homeland Security Committee, more than 1/3 of ISIS-linked terror plots have been aimed at the United States or its interests overseas. U.S. officials also estimate 30,000 foreign fighters have traveled to Syria and Iraq to join ISIS, including around 150 from the U.S. One intelligence consulting group believes about 40 have returned. Those are the ones U.S. law enforcement officials are aware of.
Where are you from? United States.
But just last week, American Mohammed Jamal Qais surrendered to Kurdish forces in northern Iraq. He had traveled from the Washington, D.C. region to Syria to join ISIS, and he was not known to the FBI.
What you're seeing right now is we're shaking every known bush. You're going to have a number that won't necessarily be on anyone's radar screen, and that's something we do need to be cognizant of.
Jeff joins us from Washington. Jeff, what is the FBI doing to assist with this investigation?
CBS News has learned that the FBI is working on sending a team of investigators to Belgium to assist. We're talking recovery experts, technicians, and analysts. So they are planning on sending a team to help with this investigation.
And what do we know at this point about any kind of threats, possible threats to the U.S.?
Well, U.S. officials were asked that question several times today, and each and every time they answered it the same way, saying that there is no specific or credible threat to the U.S. at this time. They're advising people to do what they've been advised to do for some time now, and that is, if you see something, say something.
And Jeff, what about the threat environment here in the U.S.? I mean, how many possible terror suspects are officials here trying to keep an eye on?
Well, the FBI director has been very open about saying that there are investigations in all 50 states, so they are trying to keep track of these potential ISIS sympathizers. That's what they're worried about. They have these investigations ongoing, and they're trying to stay ahead of this potential threat.
All right, Jeff Pegues in Washington for us. Jeff, thank you so much.